Good morning. I am getting ready to hop on the treadmill this morning, and then I'm going to be sharing with you my goals for 2023 because it's 2023 and I cannot believe it is 2023. I need to grab my water. I grabbed my pre-workout that I'm going to quick drink. I actually am going to drink this, get my outfit ready for the day, and then I'm gonna go down on the treadmill and get going. I did not sleep very well last night. My human design is a projector. Ooh, that got bright. My human design is a projector, and so what that means is that I take on the energy of others, and so half the time my husband sleeps on the couch, and then the other half my husband sleeps with me. Well, the last 3 nights he slept with me, and including me not falling asleep very well last night. So he also snores. So all of a trifecta of things happened last night, and I am still groggy. I am really hoping that my pre-workout will help get me going, and or will wake me up or do something, because we're gonna need a miracle today, friends. Again, I am going to hop in my closet and I'm going to pick out my clothes, hop on the treadmill, and then I will be back later to share with you my goals. Alrighty, so I am going to share my 2023 goals with you. And I was going to use my computer. I actually have my computer set over there, but my dog was right here where I was going to set it up. And now he is upstairs in our loft area doing who knows what. So if you hear some tiny paws, that's my puppy. All right, so I actually set up my goals in 3 different categories. I set them up in personal, in business, and then I set them up in finance. And I actually took notes, so I printed them off. So if you see me looking down, my friend, that is why. And I wanted to share with you before I even dive into the goals. Oh, Tiny Paws is coming down. Oh, now he's going downstairs. He's just on a little exploratory adventure right now. Oh, he heard me talking about him. Anyway, so when it comes to my goals, as far as the questions that I start with, obviously they aren't the do-all, end-all, be-all, but it gives me a starting point. See, I told you. This is Bucky. He will probably, oh, no, don't get on me. He just came from outside and it's wet and snowing out. Oh, hello there. Hello. I did not eat any food. There's nothing delicious in that mouth. Oh, okay, anyway. The first question I ask myself is, how do I want to feel? And when you go to my blog article, you'll actually see in the article that I created, and it'll be in the description below, I actually go over my core desired feelings. I'm not going to talk about those in this video because I don't want to make it too long, but you can go actually see my core desired feelings for this year and why and how I chose them too. So click on that link below to check that out, and you'll be able to see it. My second question I ask is, what will move me closer to my big vision? And if you don't know what your big vision is, stay tuned. I'm going to be posting a video on that down the road. But essentially, long story short, your big vision is essentially like your life vision. What do you look at when you're looking at your life to know that your life is successful? And how are you actually measuring that success? That's a big question too, because I have friends who are like, well, I just want to be happy. Well, what quantifies your happiness? Well, I don't know. What's happy? I just want to be happy. And I'm thinking to myself, in order for us to be happy, yes, we can be content. Yes, we can be joyous, but we still need a way to quantify what that means to us. Happy to me is money in the bank, time with my children where I'm not overworked, time to travel with them, game nights. Happy to me is laughing, joy, date nights with my husband, date nights with friends. That to me is happiness. So in my big vision, I want more happiness and I want more joy, which means more date nights, more cooking nights, more game nights, more traveling with the people that matter, if that makes sense. Okay, third question I ask is, what's important to me in this season in my life? And so I kind of just went through what's important to me right now. And if you're going to the blog post, you'll see that I actually talk about that a teensy bit more into detail on what that means for me. And again, it can mean something different for you. These are just to kind of get those creative juices that spark that really ability to question yourself, because we don't tend to question ourselves. I know that I used to just go in, day out, ready for Friday to hit the weekend. Let's get it going, girl, you know? And I wasn't really taking the time to truly live and be intentional with my life, if that makes sense. All right, number 4, what priorities have changed for this season? So depending on where my children are in their sports activities, I have different priorities. Right now, my only priority is getting my kids to and from what they have to be to, while also focusing on my client work and getting a good night's rest. I am on day 3 of less than 5 hours of sleep, and I'm not one who can function on less than 7 hours. So my priority this season in life until we get to April is, again, good night's rest, taking care of my body, getting my kids to point A to B, and making sure that my clients are succeeding with all of their marketing needs and their mindset needs and their productivity needs right now. So that is this season for me. As we move into spring, there's going to be different priorities. It's essentially going to be client work, kids, because we have 2 who are in club travel sports. Right now my daughter is in club hockey and my son is in club basketball. Come April, we will have 2 kids in, my daughter will be in club softball, my son will be in club baseball, which is travel, and it's going to be a lot of dividing and conquering, making sure that I'm getting enough protein so that I am getting them to where they need to be, and just being super healthy. Anyway, number 5, my final question before I get into these. What will you leave behind that won't help you move forward? I'm leaving behind negative self-talk. I am leaving behind the lack of belief in myself that I can't get things done. I'm leaving behind people who want to doubt my sincerity. I'm leaving behind my half-assedness. I'm leaving behind so many other things, and I want you to think about that too, so that you can say, look, it is a different season in my life, let's get it. And obviously you can say it a bit differently. You don't have to say it Shay style. But what are you gonna leave behind so that you can move forward? Okay, that took quite a while to get that going, but now let's jump into the goals. My dog just shook, and for some reason I got real stuffy quick. Sorry about that. Okay, my 2023 personal goals, my first one is that I want to work out 4 times a week. That is, again, going with like this season in my life. It's reclaiming me, and working out to me is a form of self-care, because as I'm working out, depending on the workout, I am either doing something where I'm lifting, I'm pushing my body to be better, or I'm doing something lighter. I do yoga and they're giving me motivational words and things to think about and breathe, because sometimes I forget to do that. I want to complete 1 house project a month. We have a lot of house projects, a lot. And so if I can just complete 1 small one a month, that would be 12 projects this year. That would be huge. My third goal is to do 1 thing outside of my comfort zone a month. I don't know what that looks like yet, but I do know that to quantify it, as I talked about earlier, it's essentially making me uncomfortable for an hour or two, getting me out of my comfort zone. I think this month I want to try an Orange Theory class, and I'm talking to a friend to go with me, so we will see. And then twice monthly game movie nights with the family. We've done one this month. It has been hard. We have had lots of travel, 2 hotel stays for hockey. I'm sorry, 1 hotel stay for hockey, 1 hotel stay for softball, and most of our weekends have been taken up. We actually have a weekend where we don't have anything Friday and Saturday. That has not happened in like a month. And so I think that we might do a family or game night this weekend, so yes. Okay, next up, my business goals. I want to create quite a bit of money in revenue, and it scares me. I'm not gonna share the amount, but I have a revenue goal that I want to hit, and I will talk more about it in my business video that I'm going to share how I'm gonna break down my goals. This is like the 10,000 foot overview just because it's my full goals, and then I'm gonna do a separate business goals video so you can see that. I want to revamp my search engine optimization, SEO, on my website. And as I am building out this YouTube channel, it's not gonna be perfect, but I want to think about how I can bring in more SEO tips and things like that to help give me a bit of an edge and to help me show up in searches and things like that. And then I want to build out my digital product store. I am building that out right now, and I hope to have that live by the end of next week so that I can share it with you. I'm really, really excited. I finished the gratitude and growth journal that I actually just uploaded that with the product description to my store today. Well, I uploaded it yesterday. I finished the description today. I'm just real excited about it. I can't wait to share it with you. And now, so those are my 3 business goals. Now I have my financial goals, which, where did they go? Oh no, they did not print. I want to, so I'm gonna have to do this by memory, which I actually have like a little spreadsheet with everything in it. I want to pay off our credit cards. That's about $20,000. That includes, we had to get a new air conditioner. And so it's 0% interest on that new air conditioner. Through, I think we have that for 3 years, 3 or 5 years, but I want to pay that early. We got that a year ago, November. And so I would love to get that paid off a full year early if possible. And now with that, with the extra revenue that I bring into my business and into my work, I also, my second financial goal is I want to save $15,000 in personal savings. That does not save an additional $15,000 into what we already have in personal. That does not include my business because I pay myself every month and my business is separate from that. So those are my goals. I am so happy that I got to share them with you. I cannot wait to share the journey with you as I'm going on it through this year. And again, I'm very nervous sharing this. I'm pretty new to being consistent on YouTube, and I'm just excited to share it from a newbie perspective. I'm not gonna try to be perfect. I'm not gonna try to be anything other than me, sorry. I'm a little bit nerdy, a little bit excited, a bit nervous, but I can't wait to just give that side of me that you can watch grow. So those are my goals. Check out the blog post in the description below if you want to read more about my core desired feelings and which ones I chose and why I chose them too, in addition to the goals that are also in that blog post that I just shared with you. Thank you so much for being here. I would love it if you hit like and you hit subscribe so you can come on this journey with me. Thanks so much, and I'll talk to you soon.